Hi, I'm Jeff Hamill from Boating Magazine, and we are floating in a toasty cove in Atlanta, Georgia, checking out Yamaha's new 252 SD. Now, this is the flagship in Yamaha's 25-foot range, and as you'll see, it's got a lot of great interior room, it's got some nice upscale amenities, and new for 2024, it's got a pair of 200 horsepower engines, giving this boat 400 horsepower. Now, everybody loves horsepower, so let's cut right to the chase. Those new engines I'm talking about are the new 1.9 liter high output engine from Yamaha. Now, that's an increase from the former 1,812 cc engines that used to be in this boat. These are now 1,898 cc's. They produce 200 horsepower apiece, so total we've got 400 horsepower on this boat. Not only is there an increase in displacement, but these engines also benefit from an optimized intake and exhaust path. They've also increased the size of the throttle body by 10%. The end result is a smoother, more aggressive acceleration and a higher top speed. Earlier today, we easily surpassed the 47 mile/hour mark. Bring those engines to life via push-button start and stop switches right here on the dash. Two other things that you'll really appreciate about this boat is the fact that you can sync the two engines together to match RPM. I can also sync the two levers together to just have single lever control. That just makes it a lot easier to use out on the water. When it comes to handling, this boat has got some really aggressive manners. I loved cranking turns on this boat earlier this morning. Carve in and out, it's really tight. Yet, it's not so aggressive that it will intimidate the family buyer. You can feel totally comfortable with your family aboard. It's also a great platform when we're out doing water sports, skiing and tubing. Exclusive to the 252 SD is the DriveX feature. Now, in addition to the paddle shifters that I've got here on the wheel, that adds buttons on the same wheel face. I can push one of them and actually crab this boat directly sideways to the dock, either to port or to starboard. Another option is I can engage a function that lets me spin this boat right within its own length. A third DriveX feature is dock hold. Now, that lets me head over to the dock, say we've forgotten a wakeboard or want to pick up a passenger. I can engage dock hold, and that will provide just enough thrust to hold this boat against the dock while one of my passengers hops out, grabs the person, grabs the wakeboard. When everybody's ready, we can just be right back out on the water. Some other convenient features right here at the helm are drive control. Now, that lets me set the acceleration curve. I can go from mild to aggressive. That's ideal for maybe when you're pulling up a wakeboarder versus a water ski. I can also set the top speed. That's ideal when you're towing somebody who maybe is not going to be happy with the driver holding the throttle steady. I can set it and give them exactly what they want. Other features here at the helm include cruise assist. Now, that's for maybe lengthy periods where you don't want to worry about holding the throttle. It's just like cruise control on your car. It holds a steady speed. I can fine tune that within a few miles an hour if I need to. And I also have no wake mode. That's perfect for lengthy no wake zones. I can set the speed in again, don't have to worry about keeping it steady by hand. The drive control function is accessed through the 12.3-inch Connex infotainment system. I can also access the sound system, GPS mapping, and keep tabs on all vital boat systems. And when your phone's in that cradle, you'll also appreciate the fact that we have both USB and USB-C charging ports. Now, let's turn our attention to this boat's roomy interior. Starting right up here in the bow, you'll notice we've got seats that allow adults to stretch out. Now, that's key for comfort. Underneath, we've got plenty of storage. Those seat backs are hinged, so you can lift them right up, not worry about where to place a cushion. Yamaha also makes smart use of space by putting these rumble seats at the forward edge of the cushions. It's a great spot for the kids. We've also got stainless steel cup holders, speakers. We've also got a nice combination anchor and ladder locker. That ladder makes it easy to get on and off the boat, especially when you're at the beach or sandbar. A standard filler cushion can also be added to create a sun pad up here, or you can fashion another forward-facing seat. Moving into the main cockpit, there's a nice U-shaped bench that wraps all around here. Both captain and passenger chairs can swivel to kind of have that social scene. Altogether, you can have up to 12 passengers on this boat. Other highlights in the cockpit include a large portside head compartment. You could also use that for storage. I also really like this fold-out food prep table. And if you're a water sports enthusiast like me, you'll really appreciate the in-floor ski locker. It's large and roomy, big enough to handle boards and skis. And those same water sports fans will also love this collapsible tow sports tower. It comes standard. It includes a bimini, courtesy lighting, And for those who love the sun, you can even roll up the back end of it to let the rays shine in. Some of my favorite seating on this boat, however, is located here on the aft platform. Let's start with these convertible seats. I can easily move both forward. That makes aft-facing recliners. There's clever storage in the backrest of each seat. There's also additional padded backrests on the transom. That makes a comfortable spot when you're sitting watching your kids swimming or if you're at anchor. You've also got a standard audio remote back here to control the sound system, a raw water washdown. To port, there's also a mount for the pedestal table. Bring it back here and you can have some nice drinks and snacks while you're sitting out in the sun. Now, after a blistering hot day outside Atlanta on Lake Allatoona, I can think of only one place on this boat that I'd rather be, and that's here on the stern, on these standard swim-up seats. I can even turn them over to hold my drinks. From Boating Magazine, I'm Jeff Hemmel. Cheers.